All right. All right. Let's get it started. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another edition of This Is Recorded Podcast. Announcement. Your boy is feeling burnt out. Your boy is running out of ideas. Your boy is a little bit tired, a little bit exhausted, and I've been feeling like for the past couple of weeks, the podcast has been getting a little stagnant. It's been getting a little repetitive. I'm not putting as much effort into it. So in life, when you feel things are going off or going awry, you got to go and you got to fix it. So with that being said, there will be no podcast for 2 weeks. That's right. There will be no podcast for 2 weeks. It's the summertime. A lot of people is moving around. They enjoying. They doing things. And I think I need to indulge. I think I need to recharge. And I think I need to get back right. So just letting you know, the next podcast will be Sunday, July 16th. Your boy's going to take a 2-week sabbatical and go recharge, recenter myself, get myself right to come bring fresh, good content. Maybe figure out, do I need to do the podcast seasonally? I got some projects I've been working on. I need to edit. I never really have time to. The work-life balance is a little bit weird, but I want to let y'all know when I realize something is not good, not going a certain way, I like to fix it. So with that being said, July 16th will be the next This Is Recorded Podcast live stream on a Sunday. You know, the audio, it drops. But I might be dropping stuff in between. I've been working on different stuff, so just pay attention, stay tuned. But go back and watch past episodes. If you read the descriptions on some of them, I wrote some. Maybe you feeling kind of way in a mood, and you want to read, and you want to check it out, go do that. But I want to let you know, I want the best product. I want to put out the best. I want to work on myself. I want to go exercise more. I want to do some things. So I'm going to take a 2-week vacation to get my mind right. You know, people out of school. I've been running, man, and I want to thank everybody for watching, listening, sharing. I've been running since the beginning of 2022. I dropped something every week. If it wasn't a full-blown podcast, it was YouTube of something I didn't put into podcast form. It was something. It's been a straight year and a half since the beginning of 22 up until now. I've been going straight. Your boy's been through a lot. Ups and downs, highs and lows. So, but I still kept pushing. But when I see it's getting stagnant, it's getting a certain way, I want the best. So I'm going to take this 2 weeks. I'm going to get my mind right, get my body right, and come back and give y'all some fresh, great, good content. I hope y'all miss me. I hope y'all go back, watch past episodes. But I want to say thank you. I really thank y'all for everything. And thank you again. What have y'all been up to? For me, I really got into this Killer Mike album. I would encourage everybody, because I know Killer Mike is not a big household name. I wasn't like a big Killer Mike fan of his music. I like Killer Mike as a person, but I didn't listen to much of his music. But this album is phenomenal. This album, Killer Mike, is called Michael. You know, when people name stuff after themselves, their audio work, it's amazing. So this project, Michael, is amazing. He's going on tour. I got my tickets. Yes, because lately Ticketmaster's been doing some weird stuff with, like, as soon as you get on, all the tickets are gone and they overpriced and they reselling it. But these were regular $45 tickets. Also, I like to be able to sit down if I want to, even though I'll be standing up at venues. But this one is Tabernacle here in Atlanta, so I'm able to sit down and stuff. So this is just amazing. So please do yourself a favor and listen to that Killer Michael album. It is amazing. It's an audio adventure. It's about black liberation. It's about him losing his mom, him losing his grandma, his thoughts of, him selling drugs and what it did to his community, and his thoughts of him as a man and ways he could have grown. It's everything and more. So do yourself a favor and listen to that Killer Mike. I also watched Last of Us. So if you have HBO Max or Max or whatever it's called, go ahead and watch Last of Us. It was amazing. I would recommend, especially if you're a fan of Walking Dead, but like earlier Walking Dead when it was still good. Go watch Last of Us if you haven't already. And lastly, man, this guy, Ali Sadiq on YouTube, this comedy special called Domino Effect was some of the best art I've ever seen. Now, obviously, it's meant to be a comedy series, a comedy specialist on YouTube. Ali Sadiq, Domino Effect Part 2 is what I watched. It was art, though. It's shot in black and white, so it kind of lets you know they're trying to take an artistic view on it anyway. But it was some of the best stuff I've ever seen, comedy-wise and life-wise, and just great storytelling. I mean, comedians are some of my favorite. I still want to do my stand-up. I still want to do everything. But comedians are some of my favorite people in the world. Comedians also, too, are some of, unfortunately, the sad people in the world. They're really depressed, so they hide their depression. They hide their stuff through laughter. And this Ali Sadiq, man, gosh, I'm going to go on a whole deep dive. After this, I think I'm going to watch the first Domino Effect, even though I got introduced to Domino Effect 2, Part 2. But please do yourself on YouTube. After you finish watching this, go watch that. Domino Effect. Maybe I could put it in the clips of, at the end of this podcast or something. It shows you other things you can watch. Maybe I'll do that. But Ali Sadiq, Domino Effect. Amazing, amazing work. Beautiful work. Man, art. You go for the comedy, but you end up leaving thought-provoking, emotional, everything. Ali Sadiq, Domino Effect, Killer Mike, Michael, Last of Us. I just try to find different ways for us to enjoy ourselves, for us to enjoy our life, happy ways. We get so much sad stuff, so let's talk about some good stuff. But Domino Effect talks about a lot about moving through life, going through life, emotions, guilt, different things, and just growing up as a person and mindset. And I like to talk about mindset and stuff like that because I'm a real mental health advocate. I say that because I feel like a lot of mental health stuff has become trendy. I feel like a lot of mental health stuff has become profitable. I feel like a lot of mental health stuff has become bullshit because a lot of people claim mental health. A lot of people say things that, sounds good and everybody's talking about it, or they do something wrong and they blame it on their mental health, or they're just having one bad day and they blame everything on mental health. They want to do therapy or say these things, but they're not living it. When they talk about the people that are really suicidal, stuff like that, they don't really show signs. They just do it. These are people that's really going through it, but now we live in the time and a space where it's the gift and the curse, because the gift is we have a lot of information, we have a lot of resources for mental health, but the curse is that it's become a crutch or a handicap or a facade or a mirage for people because of the fact that they're not really going through it. They just are using that to their advantage or to get out of something, or mainly to get out of stuff. They blame it on mental health, or it's because it's trendy. For me in my life, I am somebody that could proudly say, with no shame, no guilt, and this is recorded, and I'd give y'all my real and honest opinion. I struggle with mental health. I struggle with, some days I'm like to the moon, some days I'm low, some days, everything is, I'm laughing, this, that, and the other days I don't know what's going on. And I like to say in life with my mental health, it could be this one specific thing, or it could be nothing at the same time. It could be one thing or many things. I never know, and like I said, I told y'all, I've always wanted to go to therapy. I went to therapy after my wife got in a car accident, different things like that. But for me in my life, I know that I always want to get better. I always want to seek better. And for me, that's what this podcast is about, for the people that struggle in their everyday life and trying to find a way out. I have recorded conversations to motivate people, or recorded conversations in the beginning of people doing things and how do they get there, in hopes for you to get there. Because I I understand, when you work and you do different things, it's hard to focus on your mental health because the bills don't have time about your mental health. Family, your child don't have time for your mental health. You got to keep going. So I try to set out every week to give you guys something to motivate y'all, to keep y'all going, to keep y'all moving and grooving. And for me, I've been through a lot that I'm not yet comfortable sharing, with on camera. And I feel like a lot of people are, not wanting to share things in their life like you listening or watching. But you've been through it. You know your struggles, you know your battles. And like I said, for me in my life, I know it could be one thing, but it can be many things that triggers me or makes me feel a kind of way. Just like anybody else watching or listening, I understand that the pandemic took a real toll on a lot of people because it made us sit with our thoughts. It made us sit with life. It made us sit with where we're going and where we're not going. What we love, what we don't love. What makes us feel good, what makes us feel bad. And unfortunately, God bless, if you're still watching, I'm still here, you're still here. Some people didn't make it because sitting with those thoughts and sitting with those things really hurt people to the point where they didn't want to think about it no more and they took their life. So for me, those are some real people that really have these challenges and really have these things where they didn't want to be here. And I understand that's real. I know people in my life, I know people in the past that really want to be out of here, So for me, I don't love, like, everybody just blame stuff on mental health right now. Sorry, my card went out when I was trying to get deep. But what I was trying to say was, I take this serious, y'all, and I think that you should take this serious. That's why I always say be kind to people. Be gentle with people. Be loving with people. Because you never know what somebody's going through. You never know if you could be that push in the right direction or the wrong direction. That's why you always want to be the push in the right direction. So I say that to say this. Take care of yourself. Take care of your mental. Take breaks. Seek therapy. Do whatever you need to do to make yourself go. Do whatever you need to do to make yourself happy. Do whatever you need to do, most importantly for you. Me and my wife talk about relationships all the time and different things and why is it going so bad for a lot of people. And honestly, I think a lot of it just comes down to simple decision making. A lot of people deal with people they know they shouldn't. You have gut feelings. You have vibes that like, hey, this is not really going that well. This is not really going how I wanted it to. We all know that. We all have these gut feelings. We have these things. But because, a lot of people feel like this is all I deserve. A lot of people feel like this is all I'm going to get. This is what my life is. I'm just going to get treated bad. So I'll just take whatever I could get, which is not true and which is not fair. You should not settle for less. You should not want less. I am very fortunate, man. Number one, to just have communication with my wife and be able to talk, and we really are best friends. We're not that cliche best friend and you just say it because it sounds good. We really are. We talk. Communication is the number one thing for anybody. I hate giving relationship advice, but I mean, communicating. So we both know. And that's what I'm saying with decision making. When you communicate with somebody, hey, don't cheat on me. Hey, don't hit me. Don't spend a bunch of money. Don't drink. Don't smoke. I don't like that. And somebody keeps doing it. You got to make the simple decision like, hey, okay, well, this is not working out. So I think it's time to move on. But a lot of us don't do that. A lot of us stay in these situations for whatever reason it is. But we don't really, we can't really judge people for what they go through. But my personal opinion is that is the relationship problem right now, and always has been. It's not just the social media aspect, even though that doesn't help because of the comparison and this is how it should be and this is what love looks like. Love looks like whatever you think it looks like in a relationship. How you feel, what's good for you, what's bad for you, what do you like, what you don't like. I hate the advice and different things like that. It's whatever you like. It's whatever you want. Nobody can tell you what your love is or how somebody could love you, because somebody has to love you the way they need to love you. That's it and that's all. But to wrap this thing up in a button is that, man, this is me. This is who I am. I'm not a fake. I'm not a fraud. I'm me. I'm somebody who struggles with feeling good enough, feeling happy, feeling this, feeling that. But then, also I could make everybody happy, make everybody laugh, have a podcast, make a podcast. But this is real. This is me. This is who I am. And I just wanted to let you guys know, man, protect your peace, protect your love. That's what this record is all about, is helping, motivating to keep the people going. And I want you to keep going. I want you to keep moving. I want you to keep grooving. Like I said, I'm going to take some time off to work on some project, do some different things, to reevaluate the podcast, how I want to move it, how I want to go about it. And, just be better. Because, also communicate with yourself. Understand, like, hey, how can I be better? How can I be more? How can I make this thing work? That's what you have to do. You have to do things like that. So for me, I say, hey, man, it's a little stagnant. You're not feeling it as much. Go ahead and get some things together. Take some time. You've been grinding for a year and a half. Go ahead, take some time off. Watch some old episodes. Get some ideas and come back stronger than ever. I got some amazing stuff coming up in my life and just journeying through life. I'm celebrating 10 years of marriage, August 4th. I got some amazing stuff, life-changing, great things coming up. So protect your peace, protect your love, protect your head top, protect your mind, protect it all the way to it through. And what I love about, if there's anything to love about having struggles with your mental stuff like that, is that when you go through something and you feel down and you feel dark and you feel hopeless and nothing seems bright, oh, it feels so good when things start to move for you. Oh, it feels so amazing when things start to go for you in the right way. It just feels good. It feels great. And you have to go through things to appreciate life. You have to go through things to appreciate the good. You have to go through things with your finances. You have to go through things with family. You have to go through things with, I guess, anything in your life that you struggle through. It feels so much better when you get it right. So one thing I love about it is, man, I feel so happy, so good, so energetic. When I'm back on the top of the mountain, I'm back being me. I'm back making people laugh. I'm back just having a good time. I'm back eating right. I'm back doing this. I'm back doing that. It feels so good. So, man, don't take that for granted. Like, hey, I'm the only one going through stuff. I'm the only one feeling bad. I'm the only one feeling down. Don't feel that way, because you've had some amazing days, I'm sure. For sure. You had some unbelievable nights. It's the summertime officially. You had some great summers. Man, really know and enjoy that happiness that you have in your life, the happiness that you had in the past. Really know and go and grow and feel great because of it. But for me, man, I'm going to go work out. I'm going to go get some things together, and I'm going to go get right. 2 weeks, like I said, July 16th, I'll be back better than ever. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to get right. I'm going to get things right with myself. I hope you do the same. Get things right with yourself. Enjoy the summer. Go outside. Feel the sun. Feel the vibes. Get yourself right, man. We get one life that we know of. Live this thing to the fullest. Get yourself right. Get yourself happy. Evaluate the people around you. Clean up your circle. Clean up your life, clean up your health, take control of things you don't have control of, and just love yourself, man. It's just like the number one thing of it all. I pray for your peace. I pray for your soul. I pray for your mind. I pray for your mental health. And I pray for your happiness. This week, get yourself together. This week, I speak into existence that you start the process of getting yourself together, no matter what that is. that you started. Stay dedicated to it. Stay on your grind. Stay motivated. Thank you for everything. I'm going to get right. I'm going to get good. I thank you guys for everybody that watches. If you watch one episode, please share it with other people. But I think I got to get that fire back to make it right, to make it good. So I got to take this 2 weeks to get my mind right. I got to get everything together. But I thank you for all you do. I thank you for any time you spent watching this, listening to this. I truly thank you. And this is recorded.
Trey, the future.